When you picture Antarctica, you probably think of a huge, silent continent of endless ice and snow. A white desert carved by freezing winds, where temperatures can drop to the lowest ever recorded on Earth. For centuries, that was pretty much our entire understanding of the South Pole, a desolate, lifeless wasteland at the bottom of the world. But what if I told you that's not the whole story? What if this frozen desert is hiding a secret? A lost world, buried under miles of ice, where fire meets frost, where ghost mountains tear through the darkness, and where hidden ecosystems have been waiting in total isolation for millions of years. This isn't science fiction. This is the real Antarctica. Today, we're taking a journey miles beneath the ice sheet to uncover what's really down there. We're going to peel back the layers of this frozen continent to reveal a world of active volcanoes, ancient mountain ranges, and mysterious lakes that are rewriting everything we thought we knew about life on Earth. Our journey starts by heading down through the ice itself, and this isn't just frozen water, it's a library of ancient history. Each layer holds trapped bubbles of ancient atmosphere, dust from long-gone volcanoes, and clues to a climate that existed long before humans walked the Earth. As we go deeper, the pressure becomes immense, and the ice, thousands, even millions of years old, groans all around us. Using powerful ice-penetrating radar, scientists have mapped what no human eye has ever seen. And what they found first was completely unexpected. Not flat, eroded plains, but a dramatic, jagged landscape of rock, a ghost continent. Buried more than 600 meters under the ice of East Antarctica is a mountain range the size of the European Alps, the Gamburtsev Mountains. Discovered by a Soviet expedition back in 1958, their very existence was a mystery for decades. How could a mountain range this massive be hidden from the world? And more importantly, how did it even get there, right in the middle of a continent that was supposed to be geologically stable? Normally, mountains get worn down by wind and rain over millions of years. But the Gamburtsevs are different. They were essentially flash-frozen, preserved like a geological time capsule. Research suggests the range first formed over 1 billion years ago as the supercontinent Rodinia was being assembled. After eroding away, the ancient root of the mountains was pushed up again by tectonic forces hundreds of millions of years later, just before Antarctica was plunged into its deep freeze about 34 million years ago. But these mountains aren't just some geological curiosity. Scientists believe the towering peaks of the Gamburtsevs acted as gathering points for the very first glaciers, which would eventually grow into the colossal East Antarctic ice sheet we see today. So, in a very real way, the continent's icy fate was sealed by these hidden peaks, and they're not alone. The Transantarctic Mountains, which slice the continent in two, were also formed by massive geological forces, created by a massive rift valley stretching across the landmass. This brings us to our next, even more startling discovery. Antarctica isn't just a continent of ice, it's also a continent of fire. Hidden beneath the West Antarctic ice sheet is the West Antarctic Rift System, a 3,000-kilometer-long scar where the continent is literally being pulled apart, and where the crust gets thin, magma rises. In 2017, a study confirmed what scientists had long suspected, revealing the largest volcanic region on Earth. Using radar that can see through the ice, researchers found 138 volcanoes under the West Antarctic ice sheet, 91 of which were completely new to science. Some of these cones are absolutely massive, reaching heights of over 1,000 meters, all buried under kilometers of solid ice. While many of these volcanoes are probably dormant, some are very much active. The most famous is Mount Erebus, which sits on Ross Island with a permanent, bubbling lake of lava in its summit. But the real worry is the volcanic activity happening under the ice. An eruption there could melt enormous caverns at the base of the ice sheet, lubricating its flow and speeding up its slide into the ocean. This sets up a terrifying feedback loop. As climate change melts the ice from above, the immense weight on the continent is reduced. This drop in pressure can allow magma to expand, triggering more frequent or larger eruptions. More eruptions mean more melting from below, which further reduces the pressure, creating a cycle that could have devastating consequences for global sea levels. The sleeping giants under the ice are stirring. Before it was a frozen wasteland, Antarctica was a totally different place. For millions of years, it was home to lush forests and thriving ecosystems. We know this because of what's still trapped beneath the ice, a vast reservoir of ancient life. Locked in the sediments under the ice sheet is an estimated 20,000 billion tons of organic carbon. That's 10 times more carbon than is stored in all of the northern hemisphere's permafrost. This carbon is the ghost of an ancient world, the remains of plants and marine creatures that lived and died before the continent froze solid. Scientists have found evidence of tundra ecosystems that existed 15 million years ago, a lot like what you'd see in Greenland today. They've found fossilized biomolecules from complex plants, preserved for millions of years in the icy permafrost. This isn't just a record of the past, it's a warning for the future. As the ice melts, these ancient carbon stores could be exposed and released into the atmosphere, which would only accelerate climate change. But the past isn't the only place to find life here. In one of the most extreme environments on the planet, scientists have found living ecosystems that have been cut off from the rest of the world for millennia. Beneath the crushing weight of the ice, where no sunlight has ever reached, there is water. Nearly 700 subglacial lakes are scattered across the continent, kept liquid by the immense pressure from the ice above and gentle geothermal heat from the earth below. There are nearly 700 known lakes, and the largest, Lake Vostok, is one of the biggest lakes on the planet by volume, buried under 4 kilometers of solid ice. For thousands, and in some cases millions of years, these lakes have been completely isolated from the outside world. They have extremely low levels of nutrients, and the water is cold, dark, and under immense pressure. By all accounts, they should be sterile, but they're not. Through heroic drilling efforts, scientists have managed to collect pristine samples from these lost worlds, and what they found was astonishing. These lakes are teeming with microbial life. In 2013, the first evidence of life was confirmed in water from a subglacial lake. A more recent expedition to Mercer Subglacial Lake found diverse communities of microbes, including entirely new species that have evolved in complete isolation for thousands of years. Without sunlight, these organisms can't use photosynthesis. Instead, they survive through chemosynthesis, getting energy from chemical reactions with minerals in the surrounding rocks and sediments. They are Earth's ultimate survivors, forming a unique ecosystem that is considered one of the largest wetlands on our planet. These discoveries are profoundly important, not just for understanding the limits of life here, but for guiding our search for life elsewhere in the solar system, on icy moons like Europa and Enceladus. So, Antarctica is not the dead, static continent we once imagined. Beneath the ice lies a dynamic and complex world, a world with ghost mountains that seeded the Ice Age and a volcanic province that could speed up its end. A world that holds the ghosts of ancient green continents and the living reality of ecosystems that survive against all odds. The discoveries being made here are rewriting our understanding of geology, biology, and climate history. The hidden rivers and lakes lubricate the ice sheet, affecting its stability and our future sea levels. The awakening volcanoes pose a threat we're only just beginning to grasp. And the life thriving in darkness gives us hope that we might find it in the most unlikely places in the cosmos. What we've learned so far is breathtaking, but the truth is, we've only just begun to scratch the surface. We've sampled just a couple of the nearly 700 known subglacial lakes. Antarctica still holds its secrets close. And you have to wonder, what other wonders or warnings are still waiting for us, miles beneath the ice? If you want to explore more of our planet's hidden secrets, make sure you subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the mysteries of our world. And while you're here, check out our other video on the strange discoveries being made in the deepest trenches of the ocean. Thanks for watching.